Hey everyone, Jamie here, and in this video today I would like to walk through a little bit of a page I want to do here in this Storyline Chapters Journaler. And I've already kind of started this page a little bit, so I'll catch you up. And I'll just give you a little sneak peek of what's going on in here. This is some projects that you'll see at another time. So I might get in trouble for showing this to you, but I want to just kind of give you an idea of what I got going on in here a little bit. And this is a page that I just threw a photo down and haven't done anything with. But as you can see, this is going to be about peace. I used some of the alpha stickers from, I think this is the planner. No, this is a journaler sticker book. And I just went ahead and threw peace down, and I'm going to do a layout over here. But to start, you can kind of see that I'm using photos that are enlarged and have a big impact. And this might change up as I go and fill this book up. But this is kind of this space for sort of random stories. They're not necessarily a scrapbook type album, family event kind of story. This is a more personal book. You're going to see over here, there's going to be lots of journaling added in. But let me take you from the top and just kind of catch you up as to what I have on here already. Okay, so I, for this page, did an enlarged photo, the full length of the page, the full size of the page. So this is 9 inches tall by 7.5 inches wide. And what I did, and you can see already, is I took my craft knife and I cut a slit right in the photo before I adhered it to the page. Then when I was ready to adhere it to the page, I added strips of double-sided adhesive on 3 sides, just like a pocket. And then I added in the adhesive around the edges and just went ahead and added it to the page. So you can see that I have that slit there already. And then what I've done is taken one of the tags from chapters, and now it's just going to slip right into my page. And so I just thought that was going to be a fun interactive addition. And then what's going to happen next, I've already added adhesive to this label, and it's just going to kind of cover up my slit a little bit and anchor that tag and slit that I have in place. Then I'm just going to take some of the ephemera from chapters and lay that down here as well. And I have finished this page as far as I'm concerned. So let me do that. Now for this page, I got a couple things going on. I'm going to add in one of the tags from chapters, and I've already distressed the edges a little bit, and I'm going to bring that down here. What I'm doing here by bringing it this low on the page, let's line this up a little bit for you so you can understand the madness behind my thinking here is I have this embellished element over here, and so in my mind's eye, I have the next kind of framed area just right below there. I don't really want to go that high. I want to keep this low. So for me, this fits and complements the direction your eyes would take from this page to this page. So that's adhered right against the piece. And then there's these really pretty vellum. This is a really pretty vellum butterfly that's in the ephemera. And I've added some adhesive and I kind of bent it up a little bit. So I'm adding adhesive like right here on its head, if you will. And you want to go for some clear tape runner. You don't want something with color. It's going to show through. So I bent it up a little bit, and then I just wanted this just to kind of sit right on there. And I realize it's going to be mashed from the book, but when it opens up, it's going to have some lift because I have a little bit of a bend right there. So kind of like how that looks so far. I've already added in some washi tape. So basically what I'm going to do for the journaling here is I'm going to kind of stay in this window. And the chapter storyline comes with these great postcards plus these stamps. You cannot mail these from home. And I realized I need to get a stamp on there. So what I did was I knew I wanted this postcard to go right here, but it's a little long, so I'm going to add some interactive pieces. And the idea behind this page is just these little openers, these pockets, as you'll see. I just wanted some interactive fun to take place here. And so I just went along this line here and scored that in so that I could fold it nicely. And I did just that. And then the back of the postcards are white. So I just added a strip of pattern paper from the chapters, 12 by 12 pattern paper, and kept it pink and kept things pink and this sort of soft tan beige kind of color. So this is ready to go ahead and go into, hang on a second. No, I'm thinking of something else. I am not ready for this to go into place yet because I actually want this to open like this. So what I want to do here is make this postcard open up again. And so I need to attach it. And I'm going to attach it using another piece of pattern paper. Okay, guys, so this 12 by 12 that has all these different journal cards or quote cards, I call them cutaway pieces. So if you hear me use that terminology, that's what I'm talking about. These are just cutaway pattern paper, and that's just exactly what you can do with them. You could just cut them. There's great pattern paper on the other side, but this is a great way to customize your pattern paper, cut it down to size, use it as journaling tags, use it as journaling spots, make a tag album out of them. There's actually a lot of fun things you can do with them with my trimmer. And I can line it up, and there's a little notch here on my trimmer, and I can see exactly where my cut is so that I don't cut into another paper that I might want to use someplace else some other time. So let's get that finished up. Okay, so back here on the page, the idea is I have maybe I can come in a little farther if I want, and I think I'm going to score a line here about 1/4 inch in, and that can be the fold in which I can add my other paper to. Okay, look how great that turned out. Pretty happy with that. So I just have all these great little spaces that I'm going to be adding my journaling to. And then I also wanted to include, these are beautiful. This is also part of chapters. It's these vellum pockets, and they come with different shaped tags. I think they're very beautiful, and I thought this whole vibe here fit what I was doing. Now the thing with this is that it already has adhesive on the other side, but I don't want this to adhere down flat because I'm still wanting this right here. So I'm probably only going to cut some of this off and just leave the other and not worry too much about what else is exposed on that side. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to trim maybe about halfway down here and just leave the rest of the backer on there. And then that's going to line up just like this. And then I have this opening here. So, and I might probably still come in here to close that off again. You know, it just keeps growing, the things that you can do here. And I'm going to look at my stickers here and see if there's something that might go to help close the envelope as well. I could even use photo corner to close that. I might do that. Okay, so I have gone in and finished my page up, and I'm super happy with this. So let me take you on a little tour. You saw how it got into place, and let me just show you a couple little extra things here. So what I did over here, this tag, we'll start here because I want to show you some. This tag here actually had a little cutoff part, and I used it here to keep my flap down, and I just stapled it underneath. And I added a verse here on this side of the tag. Told you I just wanted to have these interactive and pull out pieces. Remember those pop-up books when we were kids? Yeah, this is kind of like that, where there's just something to do on the page. That's kind of what's happening here. So when you open this page, you're pulling it out from my little love enclosure so that it lays a little flatter. And I wrote a paragraph here about peace. And I also added here in my vellum envelope a couple verses also about peace that I came across just today. That's just part of what inspired this, was just things that were speaking to me right now. And so then when you open this flap here, the card that I added, remember when I did that cutaway from the pattern paper? The cutaway had these 10 spaces, sort of like a ledger page. And I use that as a place to list things that bring me peace. And these were things like fresh cut flowers in my home. These were things that I had control over. I didn't add things here that were outside of myself. These are just little small things that bring me peace in my home, which was the whole theme of this page anyway. And then over here, I filled in the who, what, where of my tag, me, myself, things that bring me peace, and here at home, and what I create. So this sort of just continues to emphasize our ability to create peace in our home. And I think this chapter's journaler really fits the bill for me perfectly in this arena of having a space to add these things here. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you next time.